Where is he?
Where are you? Skull Rock. Do you know it?
Tit for tit.
The name of the episode.
You watch The Office?
No,
Tit for tit,
I've
yeah.
only seen the first season, which is very short. It's like the pilot season or whatever.
I'm like worse than like probably like a boomer, like quoting Seinfeld all the time in the 90s. I quote The Office constantly to my friend Lauren, who does not watch the show and hates the show actually. And there's a line that's literally tit for tit. And the guy goes, "That's not the saying." And he goes, "Well, it should be." So if you ever notice, I go tit for tit. And then one time, instead of Lord, bless me strength, or whatever it is,
Give me strength.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, I can tell it's been a while since I've been to church. Jeez. Lord, give me strength. It's Lord, beer me strength. And
Oh.
Brittany once went,
Beer
me.
or
And I
beer?
went, beer. Like, hand me a beer. And I was like,
That's
you
an
also
Office
hate
thing,
The Office? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Our
if you ever hear me
future
talking about
guest, the Office references will go over well.
Get ready. I always think of, so my favorite episode is Pretzel Day, where Stanley, who's the older man, that he's just a sassy guy.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, if you've ever seen
I
photos
know
of
who
him.
he is. Yeah, I feel like I know who a lot of the characters are just from pop culture.
Sassy, Stanley, he's just so grumpy, hates his job, just works 9 to 5 just for the paycheck. But he always talks about how he goes to, work in a car that's too small and too expensive, to a job that doesn't pay him right, to work under a boss that he hates. But he goes, but on Pretzel Day, one day a year, I like Pretzel Day. And it's him just so excited
Is it
down
like
in
a
the
soft
lobby of the
pretzel?
business park. It's a soft pretzel, and him and the boss literally are waiting because they're so excited.
Michael?
And somebody tries, Michael, look
See,
at
I
you.
know the
Somebody-
names.
Somebody tries to that's married to another person, tries to cut, and they're both booing them. They're like, "No cuts, boo, boo." It's so good.
I do a lot for a soft pretzel.
I could literally, you talk about people talking about poetry. I could talk about pretzels. Like poets talk about poetry.
But like
William Shakespeare
But not on the same
wrote
level
sonnets about.
as donuts.
No, donuts are supreme,
Mm-hmm. Pretzels.
forever and always.
Next.
Donuts are, this is really sacrilegious. They're the Father, Son,
The sun is
which
the pretzels.
is pretzels.
What's the Holy Spirit?
I'm thinking like stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut,
Oh, man.
right?
Yeah. Or
You don't live
DiGiorno.
long in my religion. You have mentioned that, and it's so good. One time I forgot about it in the oven. You would have thought there was a death.
Oh,
Literally.
I would
I-
mourn that. I would mourn that.
The house fucking stank.
Yeah.
And literally everything, all the alarms are going off. And I'm like, quit. Get to ground level. But I sat with it and literally mourned it before I could actually toss it outside because it still stunk.
Do you think if
And it
you
was charred,
peeled the crust,
Oh,
you'd
no.
still eat the cheese? No.
it looks like Freddy fucking Krueger if he was charbroiled. It
Yeah.
was literally like ash, like a million cigarettes made of just DiGiorno pizza. And I was
That's so
you know how
sad.
sad your life is when you were looking forward to that pizza all goddamn day, and instead of putting in 15 minutes, you put in maybe 150, so it was an hour and 50 minutes, and I could have burnt my house down. Hopefully my homeowner's policy isn't listening.
No, I never have a frozen pizza in the freezer because it's never something I
Oh.
buy when I go to the grocery store for groceries. It's
Oh, what a treat.
I go to the grocery store specifically to get a frozen pizza.
It's an event for you.
Well, it's I have stuff at home that I could eat. Because when I go to get groceries, I'm not feeling I'm trying to feel responsible,
No.
get ingredients, But then
I went to the grocery store yesterday and got a frozen pizza.
But then I'm like,
girl.
I don't want to eat anything here. Let me just go out and get a frozen pizza.
Which now that we're we just don't care anymore. I'm gonna say it. At least Stacey will say it. I'm
The
sorry.
Surfer Boy pizzas
The Surfer Boy
are
pizzas
fucking
suck.
trash.
We were so innocent and nice, trying not to offend anybody. Fucking Surfer Boy was listening, and we're like, it's an acquired taste. It was
We were
literally
hoping to
Skull
get
Rock
Surfer Boy pizza sponsorship.
to sponsor us. Yeah, fucking right.
It's
Literally,
trash.
they could come crawling to us, and we'd be like, "No, your pizza tastes like dog shit. Your Stacey's burnt pizza probably tastes better." But
Yeah.
literally, we'd be dancing around the fact that it tastes like shit would be like, it's an acquired taste. Yeah, it's very unique. And really, we're like, before recording, we're like, we got to be nice. We don't want to like call out, a certain brand. And instead, we're like, fuck Surfer Boy.
Yeah.
That's us after season 5. But I
Fuck
got so many
5.
because I wanted the boxes, AK collecting and hoarding.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, even the boxes now just annoy me. I'm like, why did I keep these? So
Yeah.
I hated the pizza so much, and I don't believe in wasting, that literally I would wait until they became a little uncooked, that I would fold the pizza into like a horseshoe, and then I'd shove them in the back of my freezer because they took too much room. And I have a small ass fucking freezer, so if I don't like somebody, they're getting horseshoe like 2023 freezer burnt.
That's what you're gonna cook for
shaped
them.
Surfer Boy pizzas. I'm going to be like, oh, guys, I've been saving these. These pizzas are really fancy. They're from Tuscan.
It's like you let it partially defrost and then you put it back in there.
Yeah, so it's kind of unsafe to eat.
Yeah.
But
I still have empty pizza boxes in my freezer, I think.
see, that's not bad. I've made the mistake, which he's not listening. My friend Nate came to visit this December. I had a pizza that was frozen that I left in my fridge because I kept planning on eating it, but then I think I got sick. And I remember he was like, oh, do you want to order out? Did you have anything? And I went, I think I have a frozen pizza. And he goes, oh, a frozen pizza would be great. When I took it out of the box, it was like melted Play-Doh. And I went, I can't serve this to him. But then I went, maybe all the bacteria will burn off
When you cook
because
it.
it's kind of high if I cook it. So I cooked it, but it was like going between the grates of the like oven and like, yeah, it was bad. And like, I kind of felt bad watching him eat it. Nate, you're still alive, so I guess the pizza wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But I was like watching him closely going, oh man, I hope he doesn't fucking die from salmonella because of this. But I'm like, no, the pizza oven like definitely took care of anything that could have killed him.
Oh man, I also have lots of empty ice cube trays in my freezer. We've talked about that before too.
Oh yeah. My ice cube machine keeps making noise, and I think it's a ghost.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully it's a friendly one.
It's going, what the fuck with all these like twisted, bent over pizzas? These are gross.
Oh my goodness. Well, do you want to do an introduction?
Oh yeah, sorry guys. Can you tell we've been apart for a while? So, hi. Is that what I say? Hi.
I never remember what
Hello.
you say.
Oh, I say hello.
Hello.
I say
That
hello.
sounds good.
Hello. This is Stacey over at the Skull Rock Broadcast. I am joined by
Hello, this is Megan. Welcome back to our Stranger Things and Pop Culture podcast. Maybe in season 6, we'll call it a Pop Culture and Stranger Things podcast. Put the pop culture first.
At that exact moment, you see Joe Keery go, oh, and grasp his chest, and he just keels over dead. I'm like, we did it. No.
It's like Tinkerbell, like something with like
You
they
gotta
lose.
applaud.
Yeah, you gotta get them to get their wings back.
He's like, something's wrong. Yeah.
We have to say Stranger Things, Stranger Things, Stranger Things.
Yeah. Stacey, you need to eat a Surfer Boy pizza to make him come back. And you just see me look, and I'm like,
Would you do
know,
it?
as Billy Joel,
Would you
as
do
Billy
it?
Joel once said, only the good die young. And then that song plays as I like hopscotch away.
Anyway, we were off. We were out. Well, I was out at sea.
Yeah. I wasn't on the cruise. I wasn't invited. Tell me about your cruise, because you just came back from
I
it.
just saw my friend Carrie that went on the cruise to Alaska with me today, and I was like at her baby shower, and I was like, guys, I went on a cruise without Carrie.
That's adorable.
I missed her. Yeah, I haven't told Stacey much about it because I was like, well, let's just wait until we're recording and I can
I've
tell
asked
you.
several times. I'm like, so how about the cruise? And she's like, Stacey.
And now I'm like probably gonna not have much to say about
You're
it.
like,
but
it was all right.
this was
All
fine.
right. Well, answer
yeah,
this
ask
question
me some
for
questions. Interview me
Okay,
about
okay.
my cruise.
As a person who has never been on a cruise, one, how is the food?
It's too much. It's way
There's
too
never
much.
such thing as too much.
Yes, there is apparently because like you just eat all the time. And I mean, I guess you don't have to. And I guess you would have to like learn if you went on cruises all the time to like limit yourself. But like when you're going to either the buffet like
I
2 to
love a
3 times
buffet.
a day, or you're going to like the dining room and you can just order
Rookie
whatever
numbers.
you want. Like it's just way too much. Like
Now, what kind of food is the buffet offering?
a lot. Like, I don't eat meat.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
But they
about
had
you.
smoked salmon for breakfast, and I feel like maybe there was a lot of salt in that because I was like eating like too
So you
much
can make
of it.
lox.
Yeah, well, they had
Yeah.
like little mini like pre-made like bagels with cream cheese and lox and capers, which I would
That's
eat.
cute.
Or you could just get like the smoked salmon by itself, and I would eat it with like cottage cheese or something. They had scrambled eggs, they had hard-boiled eggs, they had fried eggs, they had omelets.
There's an egg station.
There was an
Oh, an
omelet,
omelet
station.
station.
Yeah.
That screams decadence.
Yeah. I only got an omelet once. The little hash browns were really good, like little triangle hash browns.
Oh, those the fancy ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really good.
Mhm.
I had way too many of those. So I was eating like very salty things for breakfast. I feel like I never eat that much for breakfast. Like I'm lucky if I eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Like so that was a lot. And I feel like when I was on my other cruise, it was Holland America, and the buffet was not like self-serve. It was like you had to go up and there were like stations and they like put it on your plate.
Oh.
And I feel like
Oh God.
I didn't eat as much because I was like too lazy to like wait in a lot of lines to like get them to put food on my plate.
Bye.
So I feel like at this one you could just like pile it on your plate, and I don't. This was Royal
I'm the guy
Caribbean.
that after round one, I'm watching everybody just beginning round one, and I'm like, is it bad if I get up for round two? All right, bye.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there were like lots of options for sure. And then like lunch, I would usually
Love
get like
options.
salad, but like put stuff on
See,
it.
that's healthy.
I-
That's how you don't get the scurvy.
I know, but then I mean there was like then I would put like fish on it, or they had tuna sometimes, or egg salad. Like I would like put stuff on my salad.
And everything was like fresh.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, it was actually the salad was better than the Holland America cruise too. Like the salad on the Holland America cruise. I don't know if it's because we were like in Alaska and it was like harder to get. I don't know, like fresh
They're trying to
vegetables
harpoon
up
those
there.
fish. Oh, here I am going harpoon the fish. You're like fresh
Yeah.
vegetables.
So I eat a lot
Everybody
of
says
cheese.
that about my house. After they
also.
visit my house, they haven't seen a green thing, and it's just been salty foods made out of cheese and just deliciousness.
Yeah.
And then they have to eat something green in order to feel normal. So is that how you felt at the end of this cruise,
No,
or
I feel
were you like
I
just
ate-
like?
because I ate salad for lunch almost every day. I feel like I was eating vegetables.
See, that's disciplined, being a good girl and being healthy.
But
Me,
again-
I'd be like a little piggy at the trough.
I like don't eat lunch very often. So it's like, I mean, I need to eat more. This is not like a proud thing that I'm saying. Like, it's just like I'm really bad about eating breakfast and lunch.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I've been trying to get a little bit better with lunch, but breakfast, oh my God. Here I am literally on an empty stomach being like, just my antidepressants in my coffee. Why does my stomach scream?
Yeah.
But like literally a heavy breakfast? I
Yeah.
don't know how people do it in those like movies. They're like, here's a stack of waffles. Now go to school.
Right.
And I'm like,
No.
I'm ready for a nap.
I eat a light breakfast and then like I typically just have like random snacks for lunch. So it's like to eat like a full breakfast and a full lunch like multiple days in a row just like was throwing me off. And then at dinner you can like order 2 entrees if you want. Like
Oh,
and
fuck yeah.
sometimes that's like a good thing because the entree is like small, but then sometimes it was like way too much and I like really didn't need to be eating like salmon and pasta. Like it was like
Oh, yeah. I'd like the steak stuffed with lobster, please. And I'm like violently ill.
yeah, we'd had lobster one night in the dining room and I was like trying to like struggle cutting like getting it out of the tail and it was just a
Did
tail.
your dad like teak, like how you like take the meat out of a lobster. Like that's like trauma for me
So this
because my dad
was-
would be like, "You're wasting it."
This was just a lobster tail, so it wasn't like a whole lobster. I've only eaten a whole lobster like a couple times, like when I was in Maine.
Oh, bitch! I have such sights to show you.
Yeah, but crabs, I'm really good at picking crabs because we eat crabs a lot in Maryland.
Hell
steamed
to the
crabs.
that's your mascot.
Yeah, so, but I'm pretty good at it. But like, my dad taught
Are
me
you a
well.
shrimp girly?
Yeah, I like shrimp too, but it's so messy, you know? Like,
I told you the story where like the guy I went to school with in college, literally, he was like frying shrimp and I was like his model for makeup and it wasn't any like grand thing. But like I always thought he was kind of cutie pie and he lived across the hall from me and Jeanette and literally he was like, "Oh, you know, I'm frying up some shrimp," which I'm like, "Okay, where's your ramen?" And he was like, "Here, try it." And I literally was just so like mystified and like lost in his eyes that I popped the whole shrimp in my mouth. And he like looked horrified. And he went, "Stacey, the tail was on it." And I was like, "No, I'm already in too deep." And I went, "No, that's how I eat it," in which I continued, like you could hear every crack and crunchle as he's just watching me as I had to swallow it. And I was like, "Oh my God."
we had this conversation on the cruise. My brother was like, "I eat the tails." And I was like, "What?"
That's a
Why?
sick serial killer fuck thing to do.
And he's like, "But when it's a fried shrimp, like it's like cooked and it's like too much work to like take it off. It's like you just eat the whole thing." And I'm like,
Those are the
okay."
people that put out the candle wick with their fingers. Like, it's just not natural.
Oh.
All right. So, and the dessert was okay? Dessert?
Yeah, I
like,
mean, sometimes-
buffet portion?
The desserts on the buffet weren't great, but the desserts in the dining room, there was like a couple that were good. It was like hit or miss. Like,
I've been to some shitty buffets where the pudding's like room temperature, but I still get it anyways.
yeah.
Like,
One day at lunch,
it takes a lot to scare me.
they had bread put. Well, we never really went to the buffet for dinner. Only once, I think. I skipped like the dining room and went to the buffet. But at lunch, they had like bread pudding and ice cream. And I would like
Oh,
ate
fuck
that,
yeah.
and I was like, What did I just do? Like now, I just need to like sleep for the rest of the day. Like,
Bread pudding
Yeah.
for sure. That thing will knock you out faster than a Xanax.
so I feel like there was so much food, and then I was also drinking, and not like I wasn't getting like
Now,
wasted.
tell me about the drinking. Tell me about the drinking. Like cocktails, we all know it's a little watered down because they don't want liabilities. But like, what did you
They
drink?
were pretty not watered down. I drank cocktails. I drank wine. That was pretty much it. I didn't drink beer.
No. Ew.
No, yeah. So wine
No,
with
and-
dinner, or like the drink of the day, like cocktails
Red
by
or
the
white?
pool, pina coladas. I had a lot of pina coladas.
I love a pina colada.
I had mostly white wine at dinner. I had a couple of glasses of red wine, like when I went to like, oh, so you'll appreciate this. The first night we went to like the theater and it was like a comedian. It was so bad.
Some people just don't have it, man.
It's like, I mean, like cruise ship comedian. I didn't have high hopes, but like
Is it on the same level as cruise ship magician, you would think or believe?
probably I didn't go to any magician. There was a magician, juggler.
You were like, that was only offered to the children, Stacey.
This was similar to like my other cruise. Like my other cruise, we never even made it to a show because I told you I like went into the theater, got overstimulated, couldn't find a seat. I was
It
like,
happens.
nope, like not going there. But I tried, and my brother, we were just sitting there, and
There's nothing worse than seeing a comedian bomb.
he was like getting some laughs, but it was also just like
Pity laughs.
it was like you know how like fish grow to their environment, like a goldfish is the same as like a koi fish, like it's like, okay, where are we going with this? That's why
Setup's too long.
I will never let my wife leave our studio apartment. And I was like, oh, wife joke and a fat joke, like, okay, thanks.
What a I'd be like, you suck.
Yeah. So after that, and then there was like, he was doing this, like, he did a decent Casey Kasem impression. My brother was like, I don't even know who that is.
Shut up.
And I only know because they used to like replay like the old like countdowns.
Casey Kasem, coast to coast.
Yeah.
All right. You know, if you ever want to feel good about yourself, because you know how he just had such a great radio voice, there's this like notorious linked audio of him once just crashing the fuck out. And it wasn't meant to like leak. It wasn't live on the radio.
Yeah.
But it's him going, God damn it, motherfucker.
In his
But
like
it's in
radio voice.
It's in the Casey Kasem voice.
So
Wow, that just
was
made
like,
me feel 1,000.
Yeah, it was like these like sad stories. And like, I don't know, it was like a segment
This
that they used to
person
do.
recently,
So-
is diagnosed with this and that. Yeah.
So he did one. I laughed. But then he proceeded to do
sad
like 4 more. And I'm like, okay, like, what are we doing?
You're overstaying your welcome, man. I'm telling you.
And we only stayed for like 10 minutes and then we walked out. And we were in like the 4th row. So it was definitely obviously that we
God.
left. We stayed longer than I feel like I even wanted to because I felt like it was going to be rude.
It was like a pity. Yeah.
But like, I was like, no.
I did that once with it was a 80s, actor who may or may not have been in Gremlins. You know who I'm talking about. He was screening an independent film. He was in at a horror con. I was like, come on, Jeanette, let's go. It's called The Chair. He's going to introduce it. And she was like, this looks bad. And I'm like, no, come on. We go upstairs. It's the smallest theater, like literally a shoebox. And I sat down next to my friend Kevin, and he was like, oh, yeah, he's in it. And I'm like, yeah. It was so bad that I remember looking at Jeanette. It's like only 5 minutes in. And I go, I can't fucking do this anymore. Let's go. And she goes, he's sitting right there, the star of the movie. We could just get up. And I go, we either need to just bolt or we need to loudly say something like one of us has diarrhea. I don't care. I'm having a panic attack. And we just bolted. And literally, we later found out Nate had accidentally sold all of Jeanette's stuff down in the vendor's room. She
You
was like,
told
okay,
me that story.
all the coasters are $5 each. And he was like, and the posters are $3. Sold everything for $3. All the shit, her shit was gone. And I went, that's why I covered up my stuff, because I know Nate is incapable. But yeah, like, and then you're sitting there. It was 5 minutes too long, honestly, because I was like, okay, yeah, he's sitting right there, but he must know this is dog shit. We all know it's dog shit. And I'm going to be the trendsetter that, is leading the revolution of leaving this dog shit movie. So I'm going to get up, and I pride myself with my manners. So I like that you stayed a little extra out of sympathy and manners. But no.
There was, I tried again at the end, and he was a lot better. So they they get like different entertainers on the cruise ship throughout this guy like came on the ship later or whatever, and he was better.
I wish there was an impersonator, like someone
like
that's
an Elvis
dressed up as like
impersonator or something.
Elvis. One hell of a show, I bet.
Yeah.
One hell of a show.
Yeah. I didn't really go to many of the shows. We did some of the like game shows though. Trivia. There was a lot of karaoke that we watched. Stacy was getting live updates sometimes from the karaoke.
There is nothing classier than karaoke.
I was like, I know it's bad form to like be videoing karaoke, right? But like, if I'm only
Stacey sings, so it
sending
doesn't
it
count.
to my podcast co-host and we're not going to post it publicly, it's okay, right?
Exactly. Are you a karaoke girly? I have, like, Jeanette loves it, goes out and does it. Me, I can't do it.
So it's like my brother's girlfriend and I were going to do karaoke the first night because we had had enough drinks and we were like going to sing the Spice Girls or something. But like,
that's adorable.
We ran out of time. Like we couldn't do it. But it was like, I wasn't expecting it to be good. But then I guess on this ship, they would have like people that are kind of serious about it. And they were trying to like be like the karaoke superstar and win.
Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
That's trying.
I was like,
too hard.
But a lot of them really still weren't very good. But
oh no,
yeah. So it was
as bad as the bad
and
comedians.
like when I walk in and they're singing like "My Heart Will Go On," and I'm like,
read the fucking
we're
boat.
at a cruise ship. Like, why are we singing the song from Titanic?
I was dying. I actually was thinking of you. I'll have to like tag you in something. He's this guy on TikTok and Instagram, and he does this series called The Great American Gay Side Quest. And it's him going to all these tourist traps and like little niche things, you know, across the country. And I guess he went to the Titanic Museum, which is like oddly, I think, in Tennessee.
Kansas. I think there's one in Kansas City.
Kansas. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Which is
He
in
goes-
Missouri, but yes.
The whole Missouri. Okay, that sounds made up. He goes to the whole exhibit, and it's just pure comedic gold. But literally at the end, you see him like cashing out at the gift shop because he loves a gift shop. And they go, and with your purchases, you have received 6 baby shoes, and they're like old-fashioned white baby shoes. And he goes, what Why do I get these? Like, why do I get these? And then it says like a sign that clearly says don't spin the like ship's wheel fast. And it's him determined to not hit the iceberg. So it's his partner cheering him on. It's him literally spinning it so fucking fast. He could have literally like created fire and he missed the iceberg. He's like, I broke a goddamn nail. And at what cost for the children? Pure gold. But that's the place where you can dunk your hand, I guess, in the like below freezing temperatures, and everyone's a pussy doing it. He said it wasn't
to see
so bad,
like
but
how cold the water was.
whoever you're assigned to, I guess at the beginning of the like exhibit, you find out if you made it at the end, and like the likelihood is like you most likely didn't make it.
Yeah.
But like the other day, I think I randomly said to my sister, which we weren't even talking. I think I was talking about you on the cruise. I went, do you know they said it was a moonless night when the Titanic went down? And Alexis went, yeah. And I go, imagine how fucking dark that is. You're freezing to death. Everyone's screaming. Fucking boat just sunk. And literally it's pitch dark. And I'm like,
There was a moon the whole
Maybe.
time on our cruise.
see, that's actually comforting.
Mhm.
Because if some bad shit went
It's
down,
going to be on the moonless night. Did I tell you I saw
was
a
going to
whale?
recommend. No, you did not. You're making it
no,
up.
I saw- that's what in the group chat. Like, I texted that I saw a whale, and my brother's like, "Where in the ocean?"
Pixar, it didn't happen in the ocean. No, he's actually with me at the, fucking bad comedian. And we still haven't gotten up yet because we're being too fucking polite.
Luckily, I do have a video I can send you because there's a Facebook group for this cruise. Like
Whoa.
it's boomer
Blue
shit.
whale or killer whale?
I think it was like a humpback whale,
Like Free Willy?
maybe. I saw a
Okay,
lot
I'm
of
always
whales
like Free Willy.
when I was in Alaska, and like we got
That
used
makes
to
sense.
like the like how you would see it, but like the waves were really rough, and this whale was just like rolling around, and
He was having a great time.
yeah, so somebody from their balcony saw it also and took a video, so they posted it on Facebook.
Nice. Send me that whale vid.
I will send you the whale video because I was grateful I had it, because also I was like, what am I looking at? So then I could like rewatch.
Did it look like a whale? Like, did the little spout?
Yeah, but you
like in
like saw
Pinocchio?
this big fin, and like humpback whales don't have a big dorsal fin. So in the video you can tell that it's
Okay, marine biologist, dorsal fin. Fucking Richard Dreyfuss from Jaws.
so you can tell in the video it's like the side fin that's like coming out of the water because the whale is like spinning over. I don't know, it's weird.
Is that the dorsal fin?
The dorsal fin is on the top, I think. I don't know what the side fins are called.
Actually, I meant to tell you, Massachusetts is known for a lot of lore. We actually are known for, I guess there was like this like resort that just terribly failed in the 50s and 60s called Fantasy Island in Wakefield, Mass. And it like shut down because people are like, it's freezing and fucking sucks here. Well, there was, I guess, this like part of the like little amusement park where you could take a little, boat, and there was a huge Moby Dick whale, and it was fucking huge in the middle of this like semi-lake. And I don't want to say pond, but it was bigger than a pond. So like half a lake.
Like a statue
And-
of a whale? Or
A statue of no, it was a real whale. It died really quickly. No, it was a statue of a whale. And I guess when it shut down, like it was back in the 60s, like you could smoke on a plane. They didn't, care. So they were like, well, this is probably not going to be used for drinking water. So they just submerged it. And it's been this like lore of the submerged Moby Dick whale. And people have literally gotten arrested because there's condos near it now. It's technically private property. And
because they
people
want to
have,
go see it?
they want to see the whale and they keep getting arrested. And finally, some guy with like the right equipment, like sent a little underwater camera and he found it. And like, it's fucking terrifying looking. Like, if you didn't know it was there, I think my heart would stop.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like 8 feet under the water just chilling. And everyone's like, we must direct Moby Dick. And I'm like, I think we have bigger problems in our hands, guys.
This reminds
I don't know.
me. So for one, Royal Caribbean.
You have a giant crab.
I'm not like, sponsored by Royal Caribbean. Maybe they should sponsor me. But
We really should. And unlike Surfer Boy Pizza.
they just in December opened this like Royal Beach Club in Nassau in the Bahamas.
Ooh.
And it's nice.
Part of the
like
beach club.
it was really cool. Like we got like there was 8 of us, so it was like worth it. We got this cabana. And it was like right
you
on
showed
the
me
pool.
video of that.
Yeah.
Girl.
So, and
Yeah.
then you had like an attendant who got you drinks all day and brought you food.
That and a soft pretzel and donut, guys.
And we were
sign
in
me
like
up.
the chill area, so it was like a little bit more calm. And you could also go down and swim in like the ocean too. But then if you went to
Like,
the,
what do you mean by calm? Like, not near the party people
Yes.
singing Nine
You
Inch
could
Nails
also-
Closer? Okay.
you could also go to the Party Cove, and that's
Oh.
where the biggest swim up bar in the world is.
Which you went to.
Yeah,
You-
we
you
walked
dipped your
over
toe in
to
that
the
water.
Party Cove, and it was like, I guess they broke the previous record of how many seats are at this like swim up bar. So it's basically a bar in a pool where you're like swimming and sitting in the water while you're like at the bar.
That's a lot of work. I wouldn't be able to multitask. I
It's
drown trying
shallow.
to drink.
It's just shallow, so it's like it's comfortable. You're not like doing
I
a
see
lot of work.
stingray go by. I'm like, guys.
It was really funny to have like a lifeguard like standing right next to you as you're like drinking at the bar.
You like motion to them. You're like, hey, seen season 3 of Stranger Things?
But that was
No, all right.
it was like a fun place.
That must be such a good vibe. Like, that's a fun place to get wasted, which, I could see myself maybe like, thinking it's funny to yell shark and it's not, and I get kicked out.
yeah.
But the beach club, I loved the cabana, and it just was such a good vibe. I don't know. That's a place where if you don't want too much sun, you have a
Yeah.
place to kind of sit and chill. I liked that.
And then they had like little boats that like took you from the dock where the ship was out to the island, because it's called Paradise Island, and the Atlantis Resort is there.
Unlike Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the same place where the Atlantis Resort is in Nassau, just down the beach a little bit. But this boat, I don't know what happened. Like, I guess there was another cruise ship leaving as we were like going back to the dock. And we had to like get out of the way. So this boat ride that was supposed to take like 5 minutes ended up taking like 25 minutes. And
Oh my God.
we were supposed to be back to the ship at 4:30. Like,
You're left
I
behind.
was running, and I had literally the day before broken my toe.
Literally, her just texted me going, I think I broke my toe. And I'm like, there's nothing really you can do about that. Just, have a drink.
So I'm like, I guess it's not really a cruise if you don't almost get left in a port, like, but
My fat ass wouldn't be able to take it. No, I literally would be like, I live here now.
my brother had gotten further ahead. It was like standing by like where you get.
Were they tooting the horn?
They were tooting the horn, yes. And
Oh my
they
God.
were like trying to tell him that they weren't going to wait for me, but I think they were like sort of joking. Like,
She's got a gimpy toe. She broke it.
he was like, yeah, she broke her toe. And I mean, I was still going fast, but it was like a long walk because they drop you off at a different place when you come back, and you had to like, they make you walk through all where the like shops and stuff are, like at the dock, like, because they want you to spend money. But I'm like, I need to get back to the boat. Like,
And you walk fast, and this is from
Yeah.
like experience.
I was,
You know,
like,
I'd
jogging.
be just joking with you. I'd be like, "We shouldn't have stopped to buy all that cocaine." You'd be like, "Stacey, fuck you!" Push me over and continue speed
yeah,
walking.
so we made it, but like just barely. But like my parents had
such-
gone.
Did you feel?
My parents
Did
had
your parents
gone.
give
They
you
had
the-
gone like an hour before us, and we were like, we're gonna stay longer. So we called.
They're just like
my
they're like,
mom's-
we're not mad, we're disappointed.
My mom's like calling, like as we're like trying to get on
because
the
her
boat.
children are responsible for the fucking cruise ship for tooting its horn. As Gimpy Toe McGee is trying to make it down there in time.
No,
her children.
There were still 50 people missing when I got on the ship, which was exactly 4:30. So
Losers.
We might have left a few behind, honestly. I don't know.
I love that they're just like, too bad, bye. And
Yeah.
I'm like, and there's just footage of people like crying and shit. And I'm like, I mean, if I didn't want to get sucked under the
'Cause we
propeller,
did-
I'd maybe try to swim for
We
it.
did leave pretty soon after that because I was like exhausted from this like marathon to get to the ship, and I went up
Oh yeah, I would have.
and I was gonna like watch as we sail away. Sat
You're like,
down.
what a beautiful magical moment.
Yeah, I sat down in a chair by the pool and ended up like falling asleep for 20 minutes, and I wake up and we're like out in the ocean
moving.
already.
Out to sea.
We're
Yep.
gone. I'm
Like,
like,
What about the 50 people? They're
So-
like, fuck the 50 people.
so much for seeing us pull away from the Bahamas.
I feel like that's the same level of like kind of embarrassment. One time I was the last person to board a plane. In all fairness, it was New Year's Day and I was flying back to college and my buddy Brian was on the plane. When I came in, literally it's all Phil. And everyone's just glaring at me. And it was like years before, whoops, I'm just a girl. So basically it was like, hi guys, sorry. And I just shrugged and Brian's shaking his head. And like you could hear a pin drop as I'm like, you know, I was skinnier back then too, but like fighting with the seatbelt, being like, just click close.
That's like
it was bad.
now you are at the airport 6 hours, 8 hours before your flight. Like
It took that one incident and I went, never fucking
that's
again.
that TikTok I sent you of the guy who was like, I'm gonna miss my flight. Should I not even go? And then he gets there and it's like 2 hours
Still
before
here.
his flight.
2 hours early. There's been times when you're like, Stacey, your flight isn't for another 6 hours. And I'm like, I'm sitting in front of the gate. I need to know it exists. You're like, you gonna sleep? Nope.
But your whale story made me think of there was this water park at Disney World that's like now abandoned, and you can watch like videos of people like sneaking into it, and I guess it was called I think it was
bitch.
called like Water Park USA or something like that. Maybe
no
maybe
wonder
not.
it didn't last. That's what Megan would name her water
I don't,
park.
it was like a swimming hole vibe, but like we went there when I was a kid and it was so cool.
Oh, shit.
But it was like also I think there might have been like a lot of alligators because it was like connected
what
to like
the fuck?
a
No.
lake and I don't know. So it was really cool. But like if you look
It was
up
the
like
90s.
abandoned water park Disney World, you can see videos, and I went there as a kid and it was so fun.
I find that shit fascinating. Lore of like old abandoned like amusement parks or ones that shut down because like that documentary on HBO I recommend, Action Park. It started off as like a 5-minute little like blip of a documentary and then it spawned into an actual real documentary that's like almost 2 hours long about a amusement park that shut down in Jersey because the guy literally didn't know what the fuck he was doing and like had insurance through like some shady company and everything like literally looked like torture devices from, you know, the turn of the century. And he'd be like, that's our new water slide. Who wants to earn $50? And it would be all these stoned teenagers being like, okay. Like literally the cover is a perfect loop. Like it looks like somebody drew it with a finger. And they're like, yeah, when we first tested it out, people were knocking their teeth out. And they were like, we deemed that was too dangerous. And I'm like, when did this shut down? Like, because I named places up in New Hampshire. We had Storybook Land. We had Santa's Village, which is open year round. And like nothing
That's a
like going in
choice.
July. And like, I'm going to take you to Santa's Village
in
next
July.
time.
Christmas
We
in
will
July.
we will do a Skull Rock broadcast on location in Santa's Village. You're gonna be like, this sucks and is for children. And I'm like, you know what, Megan? But I love like those like tourist traps and stuff, or like as dark as this is, like how many people have died trying to get into Disney or died when like a ride, you know, malfunctioned.
Yeah.
Because it makes you go like, damn, don't want to go on that one.
Yeah, exactly. So the last time we had gone on a cruise as a family was when I was 19. So, 5 years ago.
Damn. Back in the day buffet.
So we were like reminiscing.
Usher was topping the charts. Okay,
We
yep,
were
continue.
reminiscing about that like the whole time, and my brothers and I were like trying to figure out, because when we went to Mexico, there was this like place where we went swimming, and it was like similar to like the Disney World thing. It was like a water park, but it was like natural, like like a natural, maybe like a old quarry or something like that, and they had turned it into this like swimming hole beach club type situation. And I was like, I think it was man-made, and my other brother was like, no, because like in the lazy river there were like all of these snails and stuff. And I was
No.
like,
Hard pass.
I was like, I don't remember that at all. It's so funny
You know,
to
those
like
snails were
talk
huge.
to like my brothers, because we all have like the same memory but like different versions of the memory.
Isn't that so funny? Like, I was telling Megan before we started recording, I met my sister for lunch last weekend, and somehow we randomly brought up how, like, much we used to fight, like, literally, like, teenage boys. And Sean, who's an only child, would be like, I'd be like, literally standing back, like, you know, first dating Alexis, being like, maybe we should do something, Mrs. Still. My mom would be like, they'll tire themselves out. And my claim to fame is during one of our worst, like, roughhousing episodes, and literally she was like 19 and I was like going on 17. I pinned her down, I grabbed the yellow pages, and this was like 2005, and I lifted it up and I slammed it down on her face, and I got into so much trouble. And my mom was like, that's fighting dirty. And literally I went, did I break your nose, Alexis? And she goes, think I might have turned away. And I go, I'm pretty certain I hit you right in the fucking, you know, beak. And she goes, no, I knew enough to turn away. And I'm like, you didn't expect it. And Sean goes, you used the yellow pages? And I go, yeah. And this is back when they were the real yellow pages.
They were big.
Like, this is before smartphones. So it was big and thick and fucking could have killed somebody. But like, literally, like, different points of view of growing up, like, literally we're like, huh. Yeah,
but it's also,
remember that?
yeah, like sibling stuff is interesting. I was at that baby shower today, and my friend's husband has 5 sisters. And
oh, wow.
the one sister, I was talking to her, and she has 3 sons, and she was like, they're just so like physical with each other. Like everything is like wrestling, and like they're playing, but it's like physical.
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, I remember that my brothers were like that with each other, but like they wanted to be like that with me too. But like
But you were the girl.
I didn't want to play like that. And she was like, yeah, I would, when I played with,
Lame.
when I fought with my sisters, it wasn't playing. Like we were physical with
Oh,
each other,
no.
but it was like not playing. And it
Yeah.
reminded me of like, again, on the vacation, my brothers were like, do you remember this one trip we went on? I forget where. And they were like, all I remember is like, you were in your bed, because I like had to share a room with them always. Like,
God.
it's not like my parents were getting a 3rd room for me. Like I had to share with the 2 boys, and they were like,
Nothing worse.
we were told we couldn't touch you. It's like, yeah, because
But everything else was fair play.
so they were like, but for some reason we had a guitar, which tracks.
What the
and
fuck?
They were reaching across the bed with the guitar, so it wasn't them touching me. It was the
dead.
guitar touching.
That's such a fucking brother thing to do, too.
I was like, yeah.
You just wake up and there's a guitar. I fucking cannot. That's so tracks.
So it's
Oh, yeah.
it's just funny.
I love it. That reminded me of the time once I was staffing Horror Hound, and somehow I drew the short straw. So even though we all had connecting rooms, I remember like Jeanette and all the girls were in one room, and I had to stay with our friend like Barry and this other, like his friend Dan, and we had separate beds. But I remember like at night, literally, because Barry and Dan were like pushing 40, so they got to bed early just like me. And like we're in bed and like we're in total silence, and you just hear one of them fart, and they go, Jesus Christ, Stacey. And I go, that wasn't me.
My
And then
brothers
there'd
would do
be
that to me all the time. Yeah.
silence again. Toot, Stacey, Jesus, we're gonna have to crack a window. Pretty soon I started fucking laughing just as hard as they were. And I remember like the girls all came in because there's some drama going on downstairs, girls. And they come in and probably the whole fucking room smelled of farts, and we're all like dying laughing in the dark. And I'm like, you thought I wasn't gonna have fun? Guess what? Farts.
Yeah. You love farts.
That's all it takes.
No, I had an adjoining room with my brother, and at first we had said that we had asked the room steward to unlock the door, but he never did. And then the first night we were like back in our rooms, and he's in his room, and he's like, they didn't unlock the door. And I'm like, maybe that's
Banging
a
on.
good thing.
You're like, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. I've never heard your voice before in my life.
Yeah, so that door never got unlocked, thank goodness. I think the room steward knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Imagine, like, man. See, like, if the air wasn't so thin, I feel like in Denver I would have fucked with you a little bit. But I think you would have killed me. You literally would have fashioned, like, a blow dart and killed me. And also, the air was too thin. I could barely walk, let alone prank you.
Yeah, you didn't have enough energy for that. But you have, like, little brother vibes to you sometimes.
Oh, 100%. 100.
Which, I mean, I'm used to
%.
it. So,
like, literally, like, just mischief, pulling pranks, just, literally just, like, I remember I convinced the girls on our 8th grade class trip, because even though it was 3 years after 9/11, they still didn't think it was safe, so we went to Gettysburg. I'm a history nerd. I loved it. I was the only fucking 8th grader paying attention on that tour. But I remember, like, I convinced, like, 3 of my other friends, because we were all rooming together, to, like, spray one of our other friends with shaving cream. And she reacted as though it was holy water, and she was a fucking vampire. She, like, I've never seen somebody bolt awake so fast. And then she, like, grabbed her little Mint Mobile, like, fucking, like, brick of a Nextel and disappeared in the fucking bathroom. And we heard her hysterically crying to her mom that she wanted to go home. And they all just slowly turned and looked at me. And I went, hey, I didn't technically spray it. You guys just did what I told you to do.
Yeah, don't listen to Stacey.
I may have been spoken to about that. Could you imagine if I did that to you? I think you would slug me in the fucking face.
Yeah, probably. So I read a book while I was on the trip.
What book did you read? Look at you reading.
I know.
On a cruise.
So this is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I think this is the first book I've read in like a few years.
I know. I'm in that club too.
I mean, we read,
We read.
but not books.
No.
So I was really proud of myself. And it's always like,
what book was it?
It's nice to have like a physical book when you're like sitting by the pool.
Yes.
Or like sitting on the beach or something. So
you drop that Kindle in the water.
Yeah.
You're electrocuted.
Or like your phone. It's so small to read on. It was nice, and it was like the perfect length for like reading a little bit each day on the cruise. But it was I had read, it's Jeanette McCurdy. I had read I'm Glad My Mom Died. I feel like we've talked about that before. It's like a memoir.
Which is actually a really great book. Yeah.
It was, I listened to the audiobook of that, and it's about like her life and everything. And she was like on Nickelodeon shows and stuff like that, I think. Was she on, I think she was on iCarly, if I'm remembering
Never
correctly.
watched those shows.
Yeah. It was like a little bit like past our time.
Our time. Yeah.
But this was a novel, so it was called Half His Age. It was like a high school senior teacher situation.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it was like very messy, but like the emotions
kind
and
of blurred lines. Yeah.
Yeah, and just like it was her inner monologue. It was like first person, which is interesting too. Like a lot of I don't typically like love books that are in like first person POV, but you were definitely like in her mind and like all of the like things that sort of like go through your mind as like a teenage girl, but also just like as a woman and like just.
So what's it, her lusting after an older teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
It's interesting.
The sad reality that, like, a middle-aged man working in education isn't really his Casanova.
Yeah. Just
he's
about.
definitely going to Applebee's, for the 2-for-1 deal and getting just blackout drunk on those watered-down margaritas.
It was funny because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Jeanette is not that much younger than us, but she was writing from, like, some personal experience with like a older relationship with an older man, but also like she was trying to sort of make it current, I think, because this girl was sort of talking about being like on TikTok and watching like YouTube videos and online shopping and like buying things from like Shein and stuff like that. So it was like,
why do my blouses have holes in them?
But the writing style I really liked, and it was very like sort of to the point and like
Yeah.
quick, fast paced, and like
Nice.
you wanted to know what happened. Like I was like very invested very quickly, and I just felt like it was saying a lot without like outright saying a lot. I don't know.
Kind of
It
speaking
gave you a
volumes
lot
on
to
like,
think about. Yeah.
and you kind of mentioned that like the whole like thing of a young girl, you know, possibly like, oh, this person seems perfect. They're my dream man. They're older. They're so classy and cultured. And, you know, oh man, he's the love of my life. And you have him up on a pedestal. And then when reality comes to it, you're at Applebee's going like, ugh.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that for sure. And just like the like wanting something because it's like forbidden.
Almost forbidden.
Yeah.
And taboo.
But then like once you have it, like do you really want it? And like just the relationships too. Like sometimes like it was hard to sort of separate the fact that it was like a teacher-student dynamic, because then there was a lot of like relatable things in the dynamic of the relationship, but like you didn't want to relate to it because you felt like it was more like predatory from the man's side. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There was a lot.
Oh, I told you the story about how in my high school, there was some English teacher, don't even remember his fucking name. And I guess, like, the big scandal was, my high school had a lot of scandals. Like, I guess a PE coach, like, apparently was caught picking up a prostitute.
Oh, gosh.
We're all like, we're not allowed to talk about it. He was still allowed to fucking teach. Man, Billy and I had some laughs about that. More like the field house, more like the whorehouse. Okay, anyways. So this teacher, who was a nice guy, I guess back in the 70s, when he was a young buck, I guess he married a student while he was student teaching. And, you know, he married her like right after she graduated. And like after that, they like tried to make all the male teachers like go in the first 2 years and all the female. And I'm like, oh my God, either way, like what the fuck? But this teacher requested me to make that like, oh, can you make a video that I can play on the big wheelie, you know, like VCR TV when my kids are taking a test in my English class? And I'm like, this was me literally just taking a video editing course. It was just me and the teacher. And the teacher would like disappear or go smoke cigarettes. And I went, absolutely. I had never touched video editing in my life. But when in doubt, you always say yes. You lie. You lie.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it. And this was like 2005 or 6. So I right away, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? So I'm like, took the huge camcorder. That's how long ago it was. Told the librarians they had to kind of be quiet as I pointed it at the fish tank and just shot the fish tank for 6 hours. And then once I got it, like the teacher helped me upload it onto the computer. He goes, you know what you're doing, right? I went, yeah, I'm going to add music. It's going to be fine. It's going to be great. This was AMSR before ASMR. And literally the only music files uploaded was Fatboy Slim. And I went, I guess this is what's playing in front of the fish for 6 hours. So imagine the fish just shittily, like literally kind of out of focus, swimming across the screen. You hear, right here, right now, right here. And it was on a VHS tape.
I want to watch this.
I wish it still existed because I remember just so confident, handed it to the teacher, and he like at first didn't realize what dog shit it was. So he was like, "Oh my God, like you know, I would love to give you a gift certificate." Which in my head, I'm like, "Get away from me! Like you married your student." And I went, "No problem. Just you know, tell my teacher to give me an A." Ha ha ha. Wasn't joking. And I walked away, and I remember even my teacher like kind of like looked at me going, "How'd it turn out?" And I went, "I guess great." Imagine the shock on his fucking... He probably thought it was going to be classical music. And instead, these poor fucking kids are here and like, I'd like to please you like I should. I can never top myself from that. That's why you do the editing, because if not, no audio of us talking, just Fatboy Slim, uncopyrighted, playing nonstop.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And everyone's like, were you a Fatboy Slim fan? I went, no, it was just there before me. So I just...
The only audio files on the computer.
Those fish were grooving.
You couldn't like download something from LimeWire? Come on.
I could have. But did I do that? No. So you know that tape is like a relic somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, beautiful.
It might be in a landfill,
Oh, man,
but...
Yeah, I mean, sadly, yeah. But that's so, like, look at you actually finishing a book while on vacation.
Yeah. So that was my book that I read. I thought I might watch some movies on my cruise, but because they showed like movies out by the pool deck.
Ooh.
I watched.
Including the Neil Diamond one?
No, what Neil Diamond one?
You showed that Sing Song Blue
Oh
was playing
yeah,
the movie.
I didn't go see that one. I tried to watch Hamnet, but it was like I had to pee and I ended up going in, and then I was like, maybe I'll finish this another time.
Yeah, I read the Wikipedia synopsis and I'm like, okay. And like they always use this music cue that's been featured in so many fucking movies and shows. It was featured in The Last of Us. It was featured in like Castle Rock. And like now it's almost like a shtick, like using the song Hallelujah, where they're like wanting to invoke an emotional response because the song makes you want to weep. And it's featured in Hamnet. And literally I'm like, huh. And I heard like, because the Oscars are this Sunday. Some people care, some people don't. I'm going to give you my ballot thing. I know, like, you probably don't care. Just guess. Just guess who you think might win, even the major categories. And I usually guess the shit that I haven't seen, but I'm feeling like Jessie Buckley, I think her name is, or Buckley.
Is that the actress from Hamnet?
She's in Hamnet. And, like, I think she's going to win. Which is funny because I guess The Bride really flopped. Like, it's bad. I'm like, well, you got a flop, you win an Oscar. It works out. But I'm sorry, we must address this. I have been saying forever, and you know this, how much I cannot stand Timothée Chalamet.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
Chalamet.
I think, like, I'm truly a witch that I made this happen, even though I think the interview's from really long ago, and somebody finally noticed. But nothing is better than a cocky, arrogant prick that thinks he's on top of the world, just opening his mouth and literally ruining his career.
I'm on the cruise, and I'm like, guys, the internet's not happy with Timothée Chalamet.
Girl, did you love how, like, petty and, like, cunty the, like, ballets and operas were doing, going, like, you Chalamet, you know, to get a discount on your next ticket? I'm like, oh, you fucked with the wrong people. Hell hath no fury.
Yeah, because
like,
then,
you know, people that know Swan
my
Lake.
brother and I were talking to my other brother, and he was like, yeah, I support ballet, but, like, have you ever actually tried to go to an opera? And he was telling me about, like, trying to go to the opera in, like, France or Italy or something. And it's like, he was like, we did it wrong. We were, like, jet lagged. We went to a German opera, and, like, maybe we should have gone to an Italian one or something like that.
A German opera.
And apparently it's like you watch it for like an hour and a half, and then there's like an intermission and people go out and get drinks, and then you come back and you watch more, and then there's another intermission and people go get dinner, and then you come back and you watch another. It's like a 6-hour long event.
You got to dedicate. You got to literally square out that night.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And could you imagine too? I'd be the person being like, let's bring, you know, the pen with us and we'll hit it while we watch the German opera. I'd be having a panic attack. I always think in Sex and the City, there's an episode where Charlotte's like, Carrie, come to the opera with me. And she's got the opera glasses. She looks over across the balcony and there's Big with his new wife. And she's such a fucking drama queen. She's like, I have to leave, Charlotte. I'd be like, these fucking tickets cost me a fortune. She like dramatically walks out. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, when Brandy tried to show me Phantom of the Opera, I kept making jokes.
I love Phantom of the Opera, but that's not an opera. That's like a musical, you know.
He was doing all this because he wanted to buy more candles. They weren't letting him buy all the candles he had. It was a joke I was hammering into the ground. But a real opera is like 9 acts.
Yeah.
And it's a whole to-do.
It's very, but
I guess if the costumes were cool.
Yeah. But there's like, you know, it's all singing. There's no words. Like, I've watched like a short one before, just like at a theater in Baltimore.
It's
but
impressive what they can do, I guess.
My other, with their voice, and they're telling a story.
Amazing.
And my other like childhood like connection with like opera was there was some weird like like those things where you could like send away for like videos and stuff like that. Like there would be like commercials about it. I don't know. It was some weird.
They'll teach you like French or some shit?
No, it was like some weird children's movie that like I feel like we like mail ordered, you know, like because you couldn't order like things on like Amazon or something. I don't know. It was weird, but like
what's Amazon? That's the jungle. It's 91. Yeah,
it was Rigoletto. but it was like,
What?
which is an opera, but it was like,
Oh, okay. I'm uncultured.
but it was like a children's version where you're like watching the story and like it's in English and it's just
A
like,
child could follow it.
yes, and it's like not singing.
Cut to me. This is confusing.
I need to like,
Fuck,
I need to
Megan.
Google this and see if I can. My brothers again would
What's it called?
definitely
Rigatoni? What's it called?
Rigoletto. Oh yeah, 1993 musical/drama. I found a picture of the cover. This is what it looked like. This little girl going into this old man's house.
That inspires you to send away for it.
I just feel like my parents like sent away for it.
I'd be like, is that a Chucky
Feature
movie?
Films for Families. That was the company's like name.
I mean, it made an impact on you, girl. You
There's
remember
some
even the
people
title.
talking about it on TikTok. I'm definitely going to look at some TikToks about this after we finish.
You're like, fuck you, Chalamet. I was raised on Rigoletto.
Yes, exactly.
I just like, I don't even have even the inkling to watch Marty Supreme because I heard like he's playing an unlikable character and it's 2 hours long. And I'm like, you know, usually I like watching them, but I didn't really care for one battle after another. Leo was great. All the actors were great. But the movie itself, I was like, meh, you know. So I always like when the oddball movie sweeps the Oscars, like one year way back in like 2014, Mad Max Fury Road, because it's still made by all the same production crew and director from Australia from the very beginning when they made the first one in the 80s. So it's a bunch of like 70-year-olds from Australia just sweeping the Oscars with this like batshit crazy movie.
That's cool.
So I'm hoping Sinners, which is, I feel like you would actually even appreciate Sinners. Like, it's beautifully shot. It's, you know, it tells a very, like, you know, important story. It's just the cinematography, the acting. And I feel like Michael B. Jordan, who I'm not even that huge of a fan of, you know, easy on the eyes, but he literally played dual roles. He plays twin brothers.
That's impressive. Yeah.
And his roles, like, they're just such like different characters, even though they look exactly alike. And his little mannerisms and stuff, and just I want like an underdog weird movie like Sinners to like sweep the Oscars.
When is the Oscars?
Sunday, I believe, March 15th. So yeah, this Sunday.
Okay. So I definitely don't have time to watch Sinners. Well, I guess I could watch it tomorrow or before the Oscars.
It's just so interesting because originally I kept hearing the hype about it, like as it was gaining more and more traction. It was around the time we went to Denver. And then people were like, no, Stacey, I think you'll really like this. Like, it's not exactly a horror movie, but it's a drama and it's about racism and it's just really, really well done. And I was like, I don't know. And then my friend's husband like went and saw it and then came back and was like, it's a musical. And she went, what? And he went, it's a musical. So I'm like, what the it's a musical. There's literally 2 scenes that feature music. And literally, I was like, I don't know what Colin was watching. So I showed Lauren to prove that he was wrong. And she goes, what's the matter with my husband? Was he staring at the floor? So we're dying over that. But like both, like one scene features the importance of music in the African-American culture, both past, present, and future. So it's like taking place in the 30s, but you'll see somebody walk by with a modern, like, you know, like rapper get up or someone with the turntables or like the African dancing and stuff. It's beautifully shot. And then there's the Rocky Road to Dublin scene that everybody's seen where the Irish vampires want to steal the African Americans in like jazz music to communicate
This sounds
with
so
their
weird.
elders, and they break into song and they sing Rocky Road to Dublin. So as I'm explaining this last year to Billy, like 3 espresso martinis in, I go, yeah, they sing this song Rocky Road to Dublin. And he goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he starts singing it. And I just looked at him and I go, it's a real song. And he goes, yeah, it's a real song, Stacey. And I go, and you know the lyrics? And he goes, Stacey, we're sitting at the Irish cottage. I'm Irish. Of course I know that. And I go, I'm Irish too, motherfucker. But I don't know the lyrics from Rocky Road to Dublin.
Yeah, I'm
So-
half Irish and I don't know that one. I know Danny Boy, but like not all the. all
I
the
always think of
lyrics.
Schitt's Creek. Danny boy. So real quick, I know it's getting a little long, but pretty exciting stuff. Joe is kicking off his South American like Lollapalooza tour. He did Argentina last night, and he did Chile this night. Yeah, I won't get into it, but guys, just remember, he's a human being. Etiquette, it goes a long way, and also just don't be a weirdo. Don't be. They're
there's
chasing
some
after him,
weird people.
like the people from 28 years later, like literally like the fast running zombies, just to get a glance of him. And I'm like, glad we met him when we did. But congrats to him. It looks awesome. And the set list for whatever like pre-performance he did in South America.
Yeah, it was like a sideshow in Argentina, I think, the first night.
Ugly Fisherman. Listen, figure you out.
Figure
Egg,
you out
it had
into egg. That transition, I hope that stays
That-
on the set list.
That bite, that hit, some
Yeah.
right away I was like, nature's healing. So obviously he's not doing that set list for the Lollapalooza stuff, but I'm like, ooh, that is good. So
And I
very
think
much
he has
enjoying
a few
that.
more like sideshows, like in Mexico or
Keep it up.
something, maybe. So
Keep it up. I just loved him just licking his lips, and I went, Stacey when she sees a donut. Come on.
yeah,
That's a meme. That's
had
a
to
meme.
make it into a meme.
I love that tickled you, Pink. I was like, she's missed me. Congratulations to Maya. She won an award from IMDb on the star meter. I guess she made like there's some meter for the stars. I don't know. And she's like within the top 10. So she won a little cute trophy about it. It was
that's
very
cute.
cute. Gaten's new movie, Pizza Movie, I guess is dropping soon. I think it's Hulu or Paramount Plus. I will find out
Yeah.
and fact check myself later. I saw the trailer and it looks hilarious. Oscars are coming up, as we said. Caught up on the Pit. Are you caught up?
I have one more episode. So I watched like last week's episode.
Mhm.
I haven't made it through a single episode without like bawling my eyes out. Like,
This has been like, yeah, right?
I mean, the first season was like that too, but I like binged the first season. So I feel like
Mm.
it was like I was crying, but like I only watched it like over the course of like a few days. But like now I'm like every single time I watch an episode, I'm like sobbing.
Boo-hoo crying.
But I have one
Yeah.
more that I'm not caught up on from like 2 days ago. So yeah.
Yeah, I rewatched season 1 recently and I was like, oh, so good.
Like
Um,
deserves like every award there is.
all-
yeah.
All the awards that they won, they deserve those and then some, because it was just like a really hit home, and just like Noah Wiley's amazing, but that whole cast, like the neurodivergent character, forget what her
Dr.
character's
King,
name is.
yeah, with her sister. Oh my God, her sister came in
that.
like with the like bellyache, and like I knew that like Dr. Langdon was gonna like
Him
Yeah.
shutting the lights off. Oh my God. And I just love their relationship together
Yeah.
so much. But it was a scene where they were like doing like an Eminem or whatever, like going over why somebody died in season 1. And just like one of the like med students gets something right. She just like applauds, but realizes like, no,
Yeah.
now's not the time. So she catches herself.
yeah.
I was like, this is so good.
I'm
Such a good cast.
assuming that in this episode that I'm about to watch, she'll be doing her like deposition thing, like because it's been like leading up to that. So we'll see.
Definitely report back.
Yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts. And I saw a lot of movies while you have been gone. I saw Wuthering Heights.
We talked about you
I
seeing that
def-
one, I think.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that Jacob Elordi though.
You're
but
still
yeah,
thinking
it was
about
good.
it,
I enjoyed
I
it.
guess.
Girl, there's a scene where literally she's like, I'm cold. And he goes, I'll make you a fire. And she goes, no, father will be mad. So he like smashes a fucking chair just really aggressively and throws it in the fire. So there's this great reel I posted on my stories. I'll have to repost it. It's of like Steve from Stranger Things looking annoyed with his finger against his temple. And it goes, when you say you're cold and your husband or boyfriend just brings you a blanket instead of smashing a chair to feed the fire. It's so stupid. Saw Scream 7. It was what it was. And I saw Send Help, which was a Sam Raimi. He directed it. He didn't write it, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wasn't too sure since he didn't write it, but within like 10 minutes, I was like, this is a Raimi movie from the POV shots with the cameras. We'll definitely talk more about this in the future. Just the bodily fluids. It's very gross, but
But you said
like,
I could
the
handle
lead-
it?
You could handle it.
Okay.
Like, definitely there's some moments that you're going to be like, ick, disgusting, especially that as a, pescatarian, not
Pescatarian.
vegan. Like, little boar
What
has
did
to,
you just call it?
I called you like a piss.
All I
No.
heard was piss.
Piss when Stacey can't quite pronounce it, and I'm waiting for you to help me, and I'm like, no, she's just
I was like,
leaving me out to
I
drown
don't
now.
know where you're going with this.
I'm like, piss. You eat the crabs because apparently seafood doesn't have souls. Fuck them, the lobsters. But no, like a boar has to be hunted, and it's a little like gross. But like, if you're on a desert island, you're gonna want to eat the boar. Fuck it. But the lead guy like oddly reminds me of Billy, like down to his like mannerisms and stuff, and just overall vibe. And I'm like, oh, this guy reminds me of Billy. I would have fucking murdered him. So that's all I could think of. But Amy, I almost said Amy Adams.
I thought you were about to say Amy Adams.
Amy. What the fuck is her name?
Winehouse.
Rachel McAdams.
Oh, Rachel McAdams.
Bye. Leave right now. Tried to take me back to rehab.
I love Rachel McAdams. She's great.
She's so good in it, and she does such a like transformation because like the first 15 minutes is just one big Teen Wolf moment, just secondhand embarrassment. The rest you're like, good for her. Good for her. And it's really cool. But I definitely want to hear your thoughts if you ever check it out. And Mike Flanagan, one of my favorite Netflix guys, he has started production on The Exorcist, which they just keep trying to remake it. And they can't catch lightning twice. But if anybody I kind of trust to make it scary, it's him. And his remake of Carrie is supposed to hit either Amazon or Paramount pretty soon. So I'm excited for that.
Cool. Yeah, I watched before I went on the cruise Baby Girl. So I finally understand all of the edits to Father Figure.
Oh, bitch.
Have you seen that? Well, you've seen it. Like that scene.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Because I remember like the audio for some reason that everybody was using literally said like, baby, like father figure from the movie Baby Girl. Like that was like what the audio was called. Like it wasn't just like George Michael father figure. It was like specifically in parentheses from the movie Baby Girl. So I don't know if it was like a version just for the movie. But
I remember there was a group chat once where they hated, like, there was a bunch of people that are Stranger Things fans, and they hated whatever we referred to Steve Harrington as looking Baby Girl in season 3. So just like, I'm such a fucking turd. I'd make it a point to like be like, you're so Baby Girl. I think the word Baby Girl like actually made them uncomfortable. They ended up leaving the group chat. All right, so continue. What were your thoughts on it?
I liked it. It was good. It was very like some cinematic like moments, like lots of cool scenes and stuff, like when they go to like this club, like that was a cool scene too. But I think
I love that Nicole Kidman's still banging out banger after banger, both television and film, and she escaped a cult by being married to Tom Cruise. So good for her.
Yeah.
But I've always been a fan of her. I can't wait for Practical Magic 2 next year.
I thought she was great in it, and I mean, the Harris Dickinson guy is going to be in like the Beatles
Just you
movies.
saying his name earlier and me going, John Lennon.
But yeah, it was good. I liked it a lot.
It's awesome. That's the any other movies or TV you've been catching up with?
I thought I watched that like Taylor Tomlinson. Did we talk about that? The comedy special, Netflix comedy special.
You told me you enjoyed it.
Yeah, Prodigal Daughter, I think it was called. Like
I love that.
Yeah, I want to watch
clips
some
that
more,
I
like,
watched.
Stand up that will hopefully be better than the comedians on the cruise ship. So,
oh God, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah,
I definitely want to catch Dylan Carlino whenever he tours in Boston.
We need to see him live.
We need to see him live because he sounds like he's a fucking riot live. And he always interviews other comedians on his other podcasts, and they always talk about how there's this big comic scene in like Dallas right now. And they're just like, they interview all these straight comics, and it's so funny because at the end of their podcast, they always go, "Would you rather have sex with me or Colton is podcast host, and they go, and why? I bought him, he tops, we both love oral. And it's always these comedians that are like, I guess both. And they're like, no, we're not sexually attracted to each other. It's like doing it with your brother. No, you need to pick one. And they like bully the guest into picking one.
The final question on
That's
every
the final
single
question.
episode. Yep. We're not bringing that on our podcast.
Drew there. Sex with me or Megan, and why? And the next thing you know, we're like, our feelings are getting hurt. They literally have laughed about how they're like, yeah, we act like our feelings don't get hurt, but they're like, nothing is quite like, I'd marry Dylan, but like Colton,
like fuck, marry, kill.
Him. Yeah, I couldn't see him as a husband, and literally Dylan's like, that's great.
That Colton guy is pretty cute, actually. I think he's cute.
Oh, he's adorable.
Dylan's very handsome too.
They both are, but it's just so fucking funny because like literally it's them constantly trying to like quit vaping and stuff, and Dylan has to now because he's getting his chest surgery because he lost all the weight, and he's like, that's all I need, then I'll be finally in my dream body. And the surgery cost a lot, and they're like, literally everyone's like, Dylan, you need to put down the vape. And he goes, no, I swear to God. He goes, I think this is probably the hardest thing I've ever tried to do. And he keeps trying to sneak vape like hits, and literally Colton's going, you're doing it, I can see it, I can smell the strawberries. Thank God I didn't get into that.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
No,
too expensive.
With my addicting personality, I'd be sucking on battery because I wouldn't be able to afford like new cartridges. As for our quick merch segment, I got a pin, a Joe Keery I Love Joe pin from To Be Continued Company, which is actually friends with Monica, our friend Monica.
Oh,
they did this really
Monica.
Cute Heart Joe pin, so I loved it. And Rachel apparently is sending me sweet Stranger Things international treats that have been an odyssey. I've followed her as these things have been all over the world. We thought like literally she was going to get scammed, but she got me and sending apparently like some of that black dip that's supposed to be garlic. And she was like, guys, you better eat it pretty quick because they don't use a lot of preservatives overseas. And I went, honey, that thing is going to be literally the beginning of cold storage. I'm never opening it. It's going to sit on a shelf. Cinco's going to find out and be like, Stacy, that's really bad. And I'll only have myself to, blame when Coca-Cola and black like garlic dip is covering all my fucking Steve Harrington shit. So
yeah, that'll be bad.
Imagine the smell.
Yeah, that sounds fun though. Shout out Rachel, which that just reminded me that we said that we were going to do Patreon shout outs. So
well, we fucking screwed the pooch there, guys.
No, we can do it. We can do it now.
No, okay, well, all right. Here I am already like accepting defeat. I'm like,
no,
we fucked up. You're like, Stacy, there's time. I'm like, no time.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
Listen, the Patreon
right
members are
now.
used to my bullshit. I'm gonna have Megan do it because I mispronounce everything. Me going, you're into piscity, you're into piss, and you're like, no, Stacy.
Actually, this is good that I'm going on Patreon because I've got some messages that I haven't replied to.
Good girl.
Guys, I'm sorry. I
need to say this. Nothing quite beat you like texting me the first night of your cruise and you're like, oh, nothing more beautiful. I've had a couple of drinks. I'm looking up at the moon and stars. And I went, Megan, get your ass back to your room. I go, you have the password to all the socials. I don't know how to edit. No, get back inside. So I love that you did text me going, I'm back inside. I'm like, oh, thank God. Can call off the Coast Guard.
I let her know that I got back to my room safely.
The moon is so beautiful. I don't know how to log into our Instagram.
But apparently I don't check emails or messages.
It's fine. You've been out to sea for several years.
Well, and also, I mean, the quickest way to reach me is on Instagram for sure. Like,
oh yeah,
because I'm always on Instagram.
She's an Instagram girly.
Okay, this is in like no particular order. So, Leah, love you. Jackie,
love you.
Allison, Monica. Thanks for mentioning Monica before because that's what, made me think of this.
See?
Also, Stacy Still.
I'll never live that down. Whoops.
She's all paid up.
Yep.
Tara, Thank you, Tara.
Woo, love you.
Oscar. Shout out
Love you.
Oscar. Marla.
Marla, love you.
Susanna.
Susanna, love you.
Kate.
Kate, love you.
Karen.
Karen, love you.
Kat. That was like all the K
Kat,
names.
love you.
Kate, Karen, Kat.
Love that.
Juan.
Juan, welcome back, buddy.
We love you so
We got
much.
fun stuff planned, and I'll try the garlic dip and possibly get violently ill just for you guys' amusement.
Sophia.
Sophia,
Thank
love
you,
you.
Sophia. Eli.
Eli, love you.
Tracy.
Tracy, love you.
I think that's it. Let's see.
You see, like, I somehow, like, joined the Patreon again. And you're like, Stacey,
Yeah.
stop joining the Patreon.
Wait, stand still?
Stand still? I'm like, yeah, that's my hot twin.
Rachel.
Rachel, love it, Rachel. Woo!
And I think that's it.
Well, guys, we appreciate all your support. Thankfully, we got a lot of cool stuff planned. We had to push back a few like giveaways and ideas and taste tests that I had planned. But now that Megan is back at sea, I'm trying to get my shit together.
Back at sea. Back from sea.
No, I'm sending you to sea, baby, with the octopi. Bye.
No, we have so much fun stuff.
We have fun stuff planned, including giveaways. We have some really cool themed episodes, but we have some fun taste testing guests coming up, which I'm really excited about. And then eventually we'll take a Klonopin. We'll say a prayer,
I
take
feel
a
like
shot.
we're putting it off way too long.
Like the more and more I just keep thinking about it, I just keep getting fucking angry. And I'm like, no, Stacey, be impartial.
Maybe
we got to do
it
the
would
one
be
with
like
the stuff we liked.
we did that.
No, we did the stuff we would change.
we did the stuff that we wanted
because you
to
were like, we got to
fix.
soften the blow, Stacey, or it's just going
Yeah.
to be you screaming into the mic for an hour.
You're right.
And
But,
another thing.
Maybe it would be funny, like, if we never talked about season 5, like, for the bit.
It didn't happen. It just didn't happen. People are like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, guys. It ended with season 4. The sky was lit up with upside down shit.
And then
Silence.
Eddie came back and everything was happily ever after.
Can you imagine the crash out of us fucking having to rewatch something like that we're like kind of like not really enjoying? Man, we like talk about the arena of us just losing it. Like, man, this
So-
might actually be amusing. I know we have an idea. I don't know if we're still gonna do it. Our St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah. It's
Guess
on
who?
Tuesday. So
I'm down.
getting a root canal that day.
Oh dear, I don't know if you'll be down for the buzz balls.
yeah.
Leprechauns will be. Yeah, you know what,
We
guys?
might have to
Postponed.
postpone. Yeah.
We'll call it a
So-
St. Patrick's Day celebration. Really, it's a St. Megan's Day celebration.
St. Megan. Who we can just, call it a celebration.
They give you anything for the pain, then you take the buzzball that following weekend, and then it's even more interesting.
Maybe I'll
because
save the pain meds for the episode.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, Megan's, out cold, and I'm singing Danny
And you have
Boy.
no idea how to hit stop on the recording. So
it
it
just
just
keeps going.
records the whole night.
I'm like,
Just-
Megan, do you hear me? Yeah, but, maybe we'll do like an after St. Patrick's Day special, which is even better because that's on brand for us.
yeah.
And, I'll
We
I
could
was
do
gonna
a quick
dress up
live on St.
like a
Patrick's
leprechaun.
Day if
We
you wanted
can't-
to.
Girl, you're not going to even want to talk that day. You're going to be
I
like,
think I'll be
Stacey,
okay.
shut up. Have you gotten a root canal before?
Yeah, I can't really remember.
That's because the pain meds.
I think I took one and I was like, I'm not taking any more of these.
I remember after my sister got her wisdom teeth out, she shut her hand in our bathroom door and she was like, ow, this kind of hurts. And I'm like, bitch, that's called Vicodin. Like, open the door. Let your hand out.
Yeah, like I think I'm like mixing it up because I also had my wisdom teeth out and I think that's what I had the pain meds for. I don't think the root canal really hurt that bad afterwards.
I just remember puking into a kidney dish. My mom was like, okay, Stacey.
After a root canal?
no wisdom teeth. I've never gotten a root canal. And I literally would not let go of the shitty little kidney dish. I'm like, you're trying to take it away from me because you want me to vomit all over the floor. And the nurse is like hysterically laughing as my mom's like, Stacy, get in the car. And I'm like, did you stay in the room like you promised? Because, in case these weirdos try anything. And she's like, get the fuck into the car, Stacy. The oral surgeon is not trying to do horrible things. And I'm like, you never know with these weirdos. You ever see that Lifetime movie? And she's like, get the fuck in the car. All right. Well, I hope, guys, I know there wasn't no rhyme or reason to this episode. It was us just catching up. Hopefully you enjoyed the banter and the bullshit.
It's almost midnight at this point.
Well, too fucking bad. Midnight margaritas. We'll do witchcraft. Where can they find us?
We always do witchcraft anyway. This whole podcast is just like...
It's a coven, actually.
A spell that we're casting.
I made the whale happen with my magic. It appeared because of me on your cruise.
Yeah, we're manifesting a lot of shit.
We're manifesting another whale.
We are on social media. We are most active on Instagram.
We're Instagram girlies.
At Skull Rock Broadcast is the podcast. I am at Steady Stories. Stacy is at Stay So Reviews. We've been rocking the memes lately.
We sure have.
We should probably not record this late anymore. And
it's gold. I don't know what you're talking about.
We also have a Patreon, which we shouted out our lovely Patreon members. We really appreciate all of your support.
When there's no time and you're like, Stacy.
Definitely join to get access to that belated St. Patrick's Day Guess Who that we're gonna play soon.
Saint Megan's Day. I will sing Danny Boy. And we're gonna see Megan just make a usurp. It'll be fine. Get some NyQuil. Get weird.
Yeah.
Nothing celebrates the Irish more than that.
And root canals. Yeah, but like we're on TikTok and stuff, but we'll
get better at the tickety talk. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't even really been posting on the podcast Instagram lately. I should get better at that. But
I hope you enjoyed the voice memo I left you of me trying to make a TikTok and my legs going numb when I was in the bathroom. Possibly maybe fell back
off the toilet.
Yeah. Well, I fell back up
and hit
I fell
your head.
Back. No, I stood up and then my legs were numb because I was so busy trying to make the TikTok that I fell back onto the toilet so fucking hard. Like there was a moment that I was like, oh my God, I hope I didn't break my toilet. And then like I
Do you
was
want
like,
me to cut this out?
No, I don't care. I literally told Jeanette, I was like, yeah, I'll call you in 5 minutes. And really, I'm too busy trying to figure out making a fucking TikTok. And then it's me trying to get like strength back in my legs as I hobble, going like, oh my God, I could have died. And like, oh my God.
It was the Joe vinyls, right?
Yes. And I'm very proud of how it turned out. But man, it took a lot of time. Clearly, my legs went numb and my life flashed before my eyes.
It's like you get like stuck. Like that's partially part of the reason we're recording this so late is like I'm running errands on the way home from this baby shower. Decide to look at Instagram in the parking lot at the store, and I have suddenly made like a post of memes like. From Stacy's story.
You saw gold where it was. I was like, she misses me. But literally, I'm like, Megan needs to know about my near-death experience.
Yeah.
And
I was going to listen to it that night, but then I was like, I can't listen to this right now. So I listened to it
I'm in company of other people.
Yeah. First thing in the morning. And it was like the best way to start my morning. I was cracking up.
See, you and like several others, I'm like, no, I need to tell them. I like literally almost died in the toilet. And my only like comforting thought was I flushed first. So when they found me days later, Quinn literally has already taken off for Miami.
Clean toilet bowl.
Clean toilet. But they're like, what the fuck? Because like I'm wearing my Stranger Things like pajama pants and they're pulled around my ankles. And I'm just like, this is really just so just so sad, but probably how it's going to end. On that note,
That's how it's gonna end. On that note.
oh, well, it's long, but Secret Service?
No, not today.
Juan, you heard it here first. She's refusing.
We can't.
It's
We're
literally
at,
going
like,
on.
almost
It's
2
going on
hours.
almost 2 hours. I'm
Which,
sorry.
that gives you a little bit of context when I eventually edit this, how much got cut out. Because
yeah, exactly.
the final episode will not be 1 hour and 55 minutes.
No, it will not be. Juan, everybody else, I promise, secret segment next episode or possibly the episode after that. Okay. I see you're nodding. Yep. Guys,
episode
listen.
after that.
I'm just the puppet, and she's Jim Hansen.
Pulling the strings.
I was going to say hand up my ass, but that's okay. All right. Over and out.
Over and out. Peace.